3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Welcome to the Mac Media Show, everyone. My name is Mac.
And I'm Ree with the last podcast of the season.
What are you
It's
doing?
sad. It's sad.
And this is the Me and Ree Review Show.
Yes, it is.
We are the two that review for you.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I'm going to miss it.
Yeah?
It's the last show of the season.
This is $1 Million Listing Los Angeles, the episode 14, big number finale.
They did have a lot of them this time.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had 14.
There was 14 episodes this season. There's normally 12.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What'd you think? I thought it was good. I thought it was a great finale.
Oh, I did too.
I thought it was really cool.
I like that they let everybody end on a good note. Loved it.
We're going to talk to James Harris, possibly David Parnes.
Okay.
I don't know. Hopefully, Flagg and Altman. We'll see. But I would like to interview them and get their thoughts on the finale. Mm-hmm. Because the last interview we had with James Harris, we just talked in general about filming the show and his experience. And what I'd like to do is talk to him about the what happened in the episode, and see
Oh, yeah.
what they thought.
Can you imagine the backstory on the Hustler building?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I'd like to know, see how long that whole process took. Commercial takes for years, to close deals.
Just interesting. And it would be interesting to see what Larry Flint actually said. Was
That-
he really, did they get to know him? Was he just there in the wheelchair for 5 minutes and rolled off or what, But anyway,
That
it
and
would be
the,
interesting.
The timeline of the building,
Yeah.
I'd like to know how long it took to negotiate,
Yeah.
if it was months.
Who bought that? Zach Bella?
Zach Bella, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was a good finale. Anyways,
I did too.
Hey,
It was
we
so
got
good.
2 weddings. How about that?
I know. And it was funny because it started off and Josh was actually excited when he thought she was kind of, was pregnant.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
no kind of
There's
pregnant.
not
but,
kind of.
But, he began to think about it more, I think, and he became more open to it. And I think he was kind of excited.
Yeah.
And then when they found out they weren't, I think he was ready to move on at that point,
Yeah,
which was pretty good.
My thoughts when that happened, he said I was kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
It went through my head that maybe his problem is he's got a commitment issue. He's a little afraid to commit.
Could be.
But if he was forced into the situation,
Yeah.
he'd
He'd make the best of it.
be excited to be forced into it because then that makes a decision for him. You know what I mean?
That's a good observation. I
Maybe
hadn't
if
thought
you-
about it that way.
Yeah, I thought about it. Maybe if
Yeah.
you leave it up to Altman, he'll never make that jump. Never make
That's
that move.
true,
what I mean?
That's true.
So when it happened and he heard that and he thought she was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
in his head he's thinking, "Oh, thank goodness, I don't have to make that decision."
Yeah, that's not
kind of
that's
excited.
great, Mac. I like
You
that.
like that?
Hadn't thought about that.
That's what went through my head. I thought he was very excited
good.
because that solved the problem, the little inner conflict he has about work, and then
I think he really loves her though.
Like
he
he
seemed
said,
like
though-
he just really loves her.
yeah, they seem like they do, and
Mm-hmm.
it was funny. He did say, I've used work as an excuse for too long. It's like he
Yeah.
finally faced it.
Yeah,
It was just an excuse. The problem was not work. He was just afraid to commit to.
well, I'm sure he sees David and James, and they're all beginning their families, and they're all enjoying all that off time. And I mean, you've got to be balanced, And he knows down the road he's going to have to be balanced. He can't just do real estate the rest of his life and have no other life. That's not fun.
Yeah.
So I think he realized it.
Wonder if he ever thought he'd get married. Maybe in his mind he
I don't
thought he'd
know.
never get married.
Well, I think he was really determined to do well in the real estate industry, and I think he started off that way. He was going to focus on it. He was going to be dynamic in it, and he was going to be the best. And so that's why I think he was kind of thrown when he was interested in this girl to begin with. You remember back when he first met her, when she left. What's his name? Madison. When she left Madison. I couldn't
Right.
think of his name. excuse me.
Yeah, you're slow today.
I know it. But anyway, they set a date for April 2nd, so that's going to be interesting. I guess that'll be on the next... Don't they start filming again in January?
I don't know.
I think they start filming again in January for the next season, and they film 9 months. It's 8 months or 9 months. I can't remember. James told us, or somebody. Maybe it's Justin.
Anyways.
I don't know. But it was interesting,
Yep.
and that was good. I was glad they finally set a date in...
April 2nd,
April 2nd.
getting married.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Aspen,
Was it Aspen?
Colorado.
Is that where they're going? Mm-hmm.
Snow mountains.
Why'd
in
they
the
pick
back.
that?
I don't know.
Where's she from? Oh, I don't know where he's from either.
He's from.
Is he from Colorado?
Where'd
I
he
think
go?
he is. I can't remember. He played football. I remember
he went
that.
to Syracuse. I know that.
Yeah, I can't remember the rest of it though. Where he's from?
Anyways, they're getting married. That'll be cool to see
Mm-hmm.
next season. I wonder if they'll fit David's wedding in there too.
Oh, they will.
Well, you think? I mean,
It'll be great. Yeah.
maybe they'll have their wedding.
May have
next
one at the beginning of the season and one at the end, and they'll show all the pre-wedding stuff, and they'll probably have a fight.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're not going to get married, and then they will. And okay, I've already given you the plot for next year.
Thank you. Spoilers.
No, it's not. It's just probably what'll happen. But anyway, and then David proposed
Yeah.
in Capri, Italy.
Yeah, how about that?
How wonderful!
Isn't that funny? I would have never put those
Yes.
two together.
Did you notice what they did though
He and
on the show?
Adrian just don't
It
seem
was
like
cool. He didn't have it, taped for the show. He just showed some pictures, which I thought was nice because it kind of invades your privacy when
That
you.
was interesting. I don't
Yeah.
know. If he had cameras around, it would have spoiled it. She would have known what was happening.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't even think about it that way because they're through filming. Mm-hmm. Aren't they? No, they weren't.
See, they were still filming at the time that he
that's
went
right.
to Italy.
That's right. That was going on
They
vacation.
could have sent a crew with him.
Yeah, they could
but
have.
But I don't know. Maybe he just chose not to because he didn't want that to be.
Well, they did take some pictures though.
Well, he held his. Yeah, he did a little iPhone
Yeah,
video.
but it was really pretty.
Yeah, you could have pitched it to Adrian like they want us to go to Italy for the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't expect the engagement, so you still could have taken the camera. So it must have been David just didn't want the cameras there.
I don't blame him.
That's
It's kind of a personal
that's
thing.
fine. Yeah, I think that's.
I think it was better the way he did it and showed a picture once she.
Or
Had
give
the
me
ring
a
on.
bonus of $1 million and I'll have a camera.
Well, he'd
crew.
already made $1 million on the house he
Right,
sold. So
yeah.
I mean, he didn't really have to have it, did he?
Well, make another $1 million.
Well, hey, why did you say you don't think Adrian and David go together? They seem a lot alike to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's funny they both ended up, James and David, with foreign women.
Maybe we haven't seen. Yeah.
Do you notice that? Of course, they are English.
Maybe I haven't seen enough of Adrian to.
Well, that's true. You haven't
It just
seen
doesn't
much
seem
of her.
like they have a lot in common. But I
Well,
haven't
we're not
seen
sure
enough
what
of
she
her.
even does, or
Yeah, we hadn't seen a whole lot.
no. She's really sweet though.
But they got engaged. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
it was neat. I know. I'm real excited for him too.
I thought it was neat watching Flagg this
Me
episode.
too. Me
I think he stole the I think he stole the
Yeah.
finale. I think
He is
he
so cool.
He's really cool.
He is funny.
He says that he did $275 million this year,
Yeah.
which is great.
Good night.
By himself, he said. Mm-hmm. But their decision to buy a new home, and it's next door to Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
How about that? They're going to buy it for $5. They're going to, what? Are they tearing it down completely, or are they just
No,
building
they're going
on?
to renovate it for $4.
Putting 4 in.
Take
and they're
off
gonna
the upper
sell
level.
for 16.
Yeah, take off the upper level and go up,
Well, they're going to live there, but
and put in a 80-foot pool.
Yeah.
85-foot pool.
something like that.
It's like, gee, Manita, y'all like to swim. I
That's
guess.
wild, huh?
But yeah, he's going to do all that, and
I thought it was great seeing them move out of the Four Seasons.
oh, wasn't that cool? He had his little buddies driving his big
Yeah,
old
man.
cars.
It's like a it's like James
know.
Bond movie.
That was unbelievable.
That was great. Cool Rolls Royce.
Oh wow, wasn't it though?
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the coolest thing.
He talked about in a previous episode, he said, I am not rich. I am wealthy. There is a difference between a rich person and a wealthy person.
I think that's true.
I think so too.
I think.
He's total wealth, the guy is.
Yeah, he is.
It's just
He likes to
amazing.
pamper himself. He likes
He's funny.
to, you know.
I wonder if he inflates. Of course, we don't know what was. Look at there.
What?
I've run across a picture of Heather
Yeah.
sporting a baby bump.
No way.
Indeed.
Was she really pregnant?
Is she pregnant? Question mark. Look at that.
Oh, they don't know. She's got her clothes on. You can't tell. She may just have eaten too much. Sometimes when I eat a lot of pizza, I look like that.
Look at that. Let's see if we can find a picture here.
Surely not.
Belly appearing to be substantially larger than fans have seen in the past.
Well, why would they not have put that on the show? Unless they're going to
This is
start
very
the
recent.
season
This is very recent.
off. Okay, well, that would have been, they quit filming When they stopped filming?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
2 or 3 months ago?
Interesting.
Or
A
maybe
week
she was
ago.
pregnant when they said she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, that's right.
And they were going to come in on the new season and say, guess what? The pregnancy test was wrong.
Well, maybe.
Ooh, I'm setting the plot again.
There you go. Well, Heather, it could be.
Wow, is
Could
she
be
really
true.
showing?
People are speculating here. She is
Wow.
showing. She looks pretty big, actually.
Wow.
Interesting.
So I wonder when they quit filming.
I don't know. This was a picture posted a week ago.
They film for 9 months and then they have 3 months off. So
It was recent. It was in the last 4 or 5 months.
So it would have been after filming.
Yeah, this was after filming.
Well, I wonder why they did that.
I don't know. Interesting.
They're getting the cart before the horse.
I
Get
don't know.
married first.
Maybe she's just bloated.
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 Did I say bloated? I meant bloated. Maybe
Yeah.
she's got gas. I don't know.
I don't. It doesn't make it
We
stick
gotta
out
talk
like
about
that.
the show. So
I mean,
but
she's so skinny. She's going to show
she
anyway.
looks. Yeah.
She's going to show.
Yeah.
I bet you they decided after that false alarm. Let's go ahead and do it.
Maybe.
No, get married first, people.
You think
Don't have
so?
a baby first.
Maybe.
Oh, please.
Oh, hey, let's talk about Jay though. I like Jay.
yeah,
I think
Jay's
he's like
cool.
a new Zach Vela for the Los Angeles.
He looks like Christopher Walken's brother.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to talk like him, and he would just be him. you
Yeah.
know.
But
It's cool.
I think he's really cool. I think he's great for the season. I
Yeah.
think he's
Yeah, he is.
got a lot of personality.
Yeah.
They had a great
He
negotiation.
kind of holds his ground, doesn't
That was the coolest thing. I mean, probably one of the most tough negotiations James and David have had all season.
he? Yeah, yeah.
And it was quick, and it was real. You know, it looked legitimate, and I don't think it was staged. James and David looked really concerned when
Oh, yeah.
he said $14 million, which was crazy. Ended up listing for 12.4.
Yep.
What a beautiful property!
Oh,
though.
my gosh,
How about
it's
that?
gorgeous,
That
gorgeous.
place is incredible.
I think that the show is good for, of course, all of us that love real estate. But I think it's kind of a wake up call to people too when you run into situations like Jay wanting to overprice the property, and then they have all the statistics to, per square footage, what's sold, all that in the neighborhood, to verify, why they're giving him the price they're giving him, and I think that's good for potential developers to see, because they stood their ground and said, no, we're not putting it on the market overpriced. A lot of brokers will do that, and then they have to pull the price down, and then the property's already old, and, it's almost like first impressions are better than having it sit and try to take the price down after that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good teaching tool for some of the developers, too. They stood their ground and said, no, we can't sell it for that price, and we're not going to list it for that price. And so when you hit a developer with it, bold face like that, they don't want to sit on it either. So I thought that was really, the negotiations were really good. You were right about that. It was good.
Yeah. I think that was cool.
That's a great piece of property, though.
How about that house that Altman, what's his name, Elon?
Oh, yeah,
How about that?
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That he'd already bought the other one.
Yeah,
And I think I'll fix that one up and sell it. Now I'm going to move in this one. And this guy must have more money, and he knows what to do with it.
I'm telling you.
I tell you, that was interesting.
That was. And he bought, what, was it Tower? Is what he called it?
Yeah, Tower. It was on Tower Road, I think.
Bought Tower with Flagg. Was going to tear it down completely and rebuild. And they were going to live in it as a family.
Yep.
But then, I don't know. I would like to know how much time passed between him buying Tower and Altman contacting him to buy this new place.
That's true.
Place is amazing. How much did he pay?
I think 8.5,
Yeah, that's right.
something like that.
Yep. And what was that property called? Do we know? Where was it located?
It was, I don't remember. Where it
Anyways.
was. Summit Ridge.
Okay.
Summit Ridge.
Yeah, beautiful property. Really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, he said he could see them all living in it.
Yeah.
His family and everything, which, that was awesome.
Thought that was interesting.
Oh, it was. It was really good. What you think about Flagg's day at the spa?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was
He
great.
gets it all done, doesn't
He's
he?
funny, isn't he? He's so funny. We met the guy that cuts his hair now, and I think I recognize that guy. I think he cuts celebrity
Oh, I'm
hair.
sure he does.
And Man, that was funny.
He's getting nails done, toes done, haircut, and he's negotiating a $5 million house. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you know what? He's had a few opportunities like that where he's gotten a call back after a deal fell through.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he has.
And he's
and
like
you can make
striking
out like a
gold.
bandit doing
Oh
that.
My gosh.
Yes, you can.
I mean, he goes in so low after they give him a call back, and it's like a gold mine. I can't believe that happened. It's happened 2 or 3 times
he's lucky
to
that
him,
way.
and we haven't seen one time that's happened to Altman or James and David. Doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
So he's got the luck.
It is lucky because I've had that happen a couple of times when I was selling some property, and it puts you in the driver's seat. Boy, you can just kind of demand whatever at that point, and it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, though, the finale felt like more of a less staged episode.
It did.
I mean, it was like what they brought together. If we knew all the behind the scenes, probably they pieced together different, like some of the best things from the whole season and threw it together. Like if you looked at the timeline and like when all these things were going on compared to each other, they're probably way off. Like Elon buying that house is probably 2 months before Flagg and ever did anything with this house. So it was like some of the best parts because it didn't feel like there was didn't feel very synchronized. It felt like we were just seeing clips almost.
What'd you think of the house that Flagg negotiated on? It didn't look like California, did it? It looked different. It looked more like a Midwestern home, Southern home, No, it was just built differently. A lot of them are contemporary and squared off, and this one looked like one you would have in a...
Oh, it was so old.
I guess, but a southern area or a North Carolina area, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was more like that. Of course, he's going to change it all. But,
he will. And
but
their
it's beautiful.
previous home was kind of like that, kind of snuggled
It was.
into a...
Sure was.
with
You're right.
hedges all around,
Sure,
and I mean, you can't see into the property at all.
It's really nice.
I'm surprised he doesn't want, one of these properties like in Truesdale that's got the huge, just the incredible view.
Don't you think sometimes when he goes home, he's just ready to...
Well, he probably sees it all the time.
I was
They
fixing
probably
to
don't
say.
care about it as much,
And we don't know what other property he has that they go to that has a fantastic view.
Well, they still have the penthouse.
Yeah, no,
so.
they've got that one, but I'm sure there's other things we don't know about that
Yeah.
he has got. But I love that place. I thought it was a really good ending for everybody. It was interesting.
Well, if you could talk to one of these guys and ask them questions like we did James, who is the person that you'd like to talk to most, and what question would you ask them?
That's a good one, Mac. Let's
I
see.
like that question.
I would like to talk to Altman, and I would like to ask him at the beginning of the season when he was acting so cocky and being so hateful to everybody. And remember the dinner party? He came in with that Byron, and he sat there and tore down James's listing and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to say, is all that staged? I mean, I'd like to know, because then all of a sudden, at the end, he's flopping and he's apologizing and he's...
Right.
Is that all made up, or do they actually have some confrontation like that on the set? Now, we've seen them on Andy Cohen before, and honestly, Altman and James and David really didn't look like they liked each other.
Right.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Now, that was toward the beginning of the season, so
Right.
I don't know if that's changed or is it all staged, or it'd be interesting, because I saw Josh Flagg and Josh Altman, who confronted each other, about the miscalculation on what they had sold for the year. I saw them on a talk show 3 weeks ago, and the person asked them, "Are y'all friends, or is that staged, or what?" And they said, "Oh, we're very good friends." Mm-hmm. So you wonder, how much that is staged. But one thing I wish they would add on the final season is the amount
the season finale.
I mean, the season finale is what they've sold. I know that's not the complete year, but up to that point.
You talking about dollar
Like,
amount?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to have them say, just like he said, he had sold $275 million. Isn't that what he said? Mm-hmm. And what was it? $150 million. That, it'd be interesting, because Altman had said he wanted to sell $1 million a day.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see if he met that goal or how that worked.
Yeah. I imagine if he did, we'd hear about it.
Well, he did mention a little bit of that in this last episode. Mm-hmm. He said, if I can sell Doheny, I think that's it. He said, I will meet my goal, or I'll be close to my goal of $1 million a day.
I still think that the construction next door, I think they took too much price off that house.
I do too.
You know?
That's going to be over soon.
Yeah.
And if somebody can't be inconvenienced for, they're not hammering at night. It's just during the day, and that's very short lived because that's only the roof.
They brought it down like almost $2 million, didn't they?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I didn't agree with that
That's
either.
a steal for somebody that bought that house.
I guess it was, yeah. I didn't agree with that one either, but we don't know the workings of that area and all that. Maybe they had it overpriced to begin with.
Yeah.
We didn't know it, but
that's a question I'd like to ask.
yeah, because I just can't imagine construction doing that because we've moved in areas before where we built a house. We were one of the first ones, and you heard construction all the time, but we never thought we're moving because we hear construction. It was over soon.
Yeah, well, you're dealing with the luxury market, which is a variable.
Oh, I know. Well, these houses were bigger than what we were building.
Still, it's
which
like,
pulled the value of ours up.
Interesting.
But,
I don't know.
It is.
I'd like
Concepts are the same. They're just on different levels.
Yeah, but
it was interesting. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Anything else that you thought was interesting you want to talk about?
Yeah. There was one more thing, and I forgot about it till just then. Wasn't that interesting that that Matt and Josh Altman were showing that house and the electricity was off?
Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about that.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, what do you do? I guess you just break a flashlight out like that.
I guess you do, or you do what that girl did. Do you want to go, in and look at it, what you can see? I thought it was so interesting.
That's never run through my mind. What do you do if you've shown a property and the power's out?
I thought it was funny when Josh said, "Can sharks see in the dark?"
He's trying to be Damon.
He's so funny. He evidently is close to Damon because when he did his book, what was it? That book preview or whatever it was, the celebration, whatever.
Right.
When it came out, Damon wrote the foreword for.
We're talking about Damon John from Shark Tank.
Yeah. And so he must have, but he worked with him one season, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was looking for a warehouse or something. I don't remember what, but.
Yeah.
But he worked with him then, so they must have become friends.
Yeah, they closed on a commercial property together.
Oh, they did close it?
Did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just thought that was funny because I had forgotten. I never thought about it, electricity not coming on.
Yeah, me neither.
Never thought
So when
about
that
it.
happened, I thought, interesting.
Yeah.
I figured you just reschedule, but...
The girl was a good sport about it.
Well, it was a broker.
broker.
Sometimes you bring in through people that are interested in buying the place.
Mm-hmm. Well, she had to show it the next day, and she needed to see sort of what it was.
So for her, it's less important. She's not interested in buying it, but she's representing. But anyways, I thought it was a good finale. I thought it was really cool, and we got a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like the personal stuff with Flagg and Colton. And
Me too.
with David. Congratulations to you, David.
I know it. And welcome to the family, Adrian.
Yes, absolutely. And congratulations to the Altman family.
Oh, yeah.
They will be the future Altmans.
Maybe.
And, what's that?
Baby makes 3.
Yeah,
if we're right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Keep watch on Instagram and see what Heather looks like.
Yeah, that really is surprising, but...
Yeah.
But it was a good season.
Yeah.
Good season.
Yeah.
So you think Adrian and David are going to start over with a house? Start looking for more property? They sold theirs for $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So now
that's something we didn't see.
Yeah.
Was their new personal home. Is that right? We never saw that.
No, because they sold it and made, over $1 million profit. So I guess the beginning of the season next time will be them engaged, starting to look for something.
Yeah. But see, that's how the timeline's out of order.
Yeah, we just really don't know. We just know what we see, and we guess at the rest of it. But it is interesting because I'd like to get some interviews with a couple of them in the next few months to kind of get a background on it. Be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Altman. Who would you talk to? You asked me that question. And what would you ask?
I'd talk to Flagg.
You love Flagg.
I like Flagg. I think he's great.
You're enamored with him. I think it's his laid-back attitude.
What? He performs for whatever reason, if it's family put him in business or whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
The most, supposedly, he's having the greatest year of all the cast. His attitude is, you want it, pay for it. If you don't, goodbye.
Yeah. That's true.
And
I like his laid back.
So I would
attitude.
definitely want to talk to Flagg, but then what question would I ask him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what would you ask him?
I would say, what inspires that haircut? I'd say, wow, that looks like you stood behind the engine of a jet taking off. I mean, I don't know what I'd have to think about. What question? If you got one question, you got one chance to ask him something. I don't know. But I just want to talk to him. The conversation itself would be fascinating.
It would. I'm sure there's a lot we don't know about him.
That's what I'd want to know. It'd be more personal things. It'd be who's your family.
Yeah, he's an only child.
What did your parents do? Things like that.
Yeah, because he never really talks about what his parents did. He talked about his grandmother.
He reveals so little. You know, why was your relationship with your grandmother as strong, if not stronger, than your relationship with your mother? We never see your mom.
Seemed like that, yeah.
Why are your parents always hidden and don't want to be on the show? They must be extremely wealthy or something,
Oh, I'm sure they are.
We don't know about.
But, and there are a lot of people that don't want everything put out there, and I don't blame them there.
But he reveals so little. I think it's smart, and I think it makes him one of the most interesting. I think they're all very interesting.
I think it's sweet the way he, with Colton, I think they've been together 7 or 8 years. I can't remember, but he always compliments Colton on his, he's an interior decorator. I guess that's what you call him. And he always talks about what a good job he does. He redid his mom and dad's house.
Right.
And she mentioned it. She said Colton just knows what he's doing. And he said on this episode, when he gets through with it, it'll be in an Architectural Digest. So he's very complimentary. I think that's very sweet. That's very sweet.
I think they have a great relationship.
Seems like it. They're independent. Yet they respect each other and seem to enjoy being together. So it was a great ending.
We'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Are you excited for next season?
I am.
Very good.
Going to be interesting. Good start. We got two weddings. We've got, they all had good seasons monetarily, and it's going to be interesting to see if Heather's pregnant. Even though they told us she was not.
And hello to Madison Hildebrand.
Oh, yeah, he came back for a little while.
Not this episode, but he has been.
Yeah, I wonder if he's planning to do some of that next season.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep him in there every now and then.
I guess when they have a client that's going to Malibu, they can always bring him in.
I think it's good.
I do too.
Cool addition to the show.
I think it's really good.
Good to see you, Madison.
Yeah, it was. We'll have to talk to him too one day.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, we got season... Let me check.
Season 9.
Season 9 coming up.
We sure do. Wonder how many episodes they've got in season 9.
I wonder when they'll start. Probably after summer next year.
I bet next fall.
That'd probably be all right, yeah.
We haven't heard anything about San Francisco coming back yet, have
Hadn't
we?
heard anything about that.
We know Miami's not coming back. They've all split.
Right.
So,
although they
New
were
York.
doing...
When does New York start?
They
should be starting in January. Seems like it's January, February.
Right.
Yeah, sometime in there. We'll have to look that up. We haven't talked to them in a while.
Well, LA must be doing good because they increased the episode number.
They did.
So
I think LA's great.
Very good.
I love LA.
I think it's really.
I like New York and LA so far. Really good.
Well, New York kind of established a consistency, with your characters and Luis and you hate to use characters, but it is reality TV.
Yeah.
But LA is now doing that. It's kind of coming into its own now that they had James and David. They're really becoming a part of the story. There was a season where they had to adjust because they were bringing in James and David. It was all new.
Right.
Like San Francisco feels like. But now it feels very...
Established.
Yeah,
their personalities are
and they
established.
even said we're not the new kids on the block anymore.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
They're not. They're awesome. I love them. I like the way they balance their family and everything. And it's neat that they've been friends forever. And I just think that's really a neat storyline. I like it.
I do too.
Well, y'all are great guys. We've enjoyed the season, and we enjoy watching y'all. Hope to talk to you soon. And
it's been great to tweet.
It has to correspond with them.
And we'll be in touch. And thank you to our 40,000 plus followers on Twitter at the Mac Media Show for chatting and having these incredible tweet sessions with us.
It's been so much fun.
Talking about the show, it's been great.
It has. It's been so much fun. And,
so we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We're at 30 minutes. We got to run.
I didn't know it was so late. Okay.
And
we've enjoyed it.
Cheers to a great season.
Oh, it's awesome.
$1 million listing, Los Angeles. Until next time.
This has been Ree.
And this has been Mac.
And we will see you on the podcast.